Yes, my lord. Serpent. Yes, sir. With great haste. Serpent. Yes, my lord. Serpent. With great haste. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. With great haste. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Yes, sir. With great haste. Moving, master. With great haste. Yes, my lord. Moving, master. Yes, sir. Yes, my lord.
Moving.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Yes, my lord.
Point and shoot.
Moving, master. With great haste. Yes, my lord. Moving, master. Great haste. Yes, my lord. Serpent.
In my sights. Moving. Attack!
Of course, sir.
Shoot!
We have no more rice.
Steady!
Yes, my lord. Moving, master.
Attack! Steady! With pleasure. And shoot. With pleasure. Point away. Moving like a bullet. Moving. Point and shoot.
We have no
Attack!
more rice.
Of course, sir.
In my sights. Steady. Moving. Point and shoot. In my sights. Moving. Point away. In my sights. Get back! Fire! With pleasure. Steady. Fire! Point away. Moving like a bullet. Point away. Attack! My sights. Moving. Steady. Let loose! Point away. Moving. Point and shoot. Like a bullet. Fire! Moving. Point and shoot. Attack! Moving. Like a bullet. Point away like a bullet. With pleasure. Let loose! Attack! Fire when ready.
Yes, sir. Great haste.
Steady. Moving. Point and shoot. Like a bullet. In my sights.
Yes, sir. Moving, master.
Attack! Like a bullet. Point away with pleasure. Like a bullet. Point and shoot. In my sights. Steady. With pleasure. Point and shoot. Attack! Let loose!
Bravo, fool!
Point away. Moving, point, and shoot. With pleasure.
With great haste. Of course, sir. Moving, master. With great haste.
Moving with pleasure. Point and shoot with pleasure.
Of course, sir. With great haste. Yes, sir. Yes, my lord.
In my sights. Moving, point away with pleasure. Point and shoot. Moving. Like a bullet. Moving, point and shoot. With pleasure. Point away. Moving with pleasure. Moving with pleasure. Point and shoot. Steady. Fire. Steady. Attack. Let loose.
Yes, sir. Serpent. Moving, master.
Taking aim. Shoot! In my sights. Moving like a bullet. Moving. Point and shoot. With pleasure. Point and shoot. Point away. Moving like a bullet. With pleasure. Like a bullet. Moving like a bullet. Moving with pleasure. Point away with pleasure. Point away. In my sights. Point away with pleasure. In my sights. Point and shoot with pleasure. Point and shoot. In my sights. Attack!
Yes, sir. With great haste.
With pleasure. Point and shoot. Moving like a bullet. Point and shoot. Moving.
Loaded up, armed and dangerous. Smoking.
Yes, my lord. Moving, master, with great haste. Of course, sir. Yes, my lord.
Quick and sure.
With pleasure. Moving. Point and shoot. Moving like a bullet. Moving in my sights. Point and shoot like a bullet.
Loaded up, quick and sure. Armed and dangerous. On target, point away. Loaded up, quick and sure. Armed and dangerous. Quick and sure. The serpent strikes. Smoking. Loaded up, on target. Quick and sure. Smoking. Loaded up, armed and dangerous.
Moving in my sights like a bullet. Point away with pleasure.
Quick and sure. Loaded up. On target. Quick and sure. Loaded up, point away.
Great haste.
Loaded up, quick and sure. Armed and dangerous. Smoking. Quick and sure. Point the way. Loaded up.
Like a bullet. Point and shoot.
Smoking.
Yes, my lord. Of course, sir. Yes, my lord. Moving, master.
Moving. Point away in my sights.
Armed and dangerous. Loaded up. On target. Quick and sure.
With pleasure. Like a bullet. Point away.
Loaded up. Point the way. Quick and sure. Armed and dangerous.
With pleasure. Point and shoot like a bullet. Moving with pleasure.
With great haste.
Quick and sure. On target. Shoot to kill. Quick and sure. Armed and dangerous. In my sights. The serpent strikes. Aim for the head. Loaded up, on target.
Point and shoot in my sights.
Shoot to kill. In my sights. Take aim. Shoot to kill. Pick them off. Take aim. Loaded up. Smoke. Loaded up. On target. Quick and sure. Loaded up. Aim for the head. On target. Armed and dangerous. On target. Quick and sure. Armed and dangerous. Quick and sure. Smoking. Loaded up. Quick and sure. Smoking. On target. Quick and sure. Armed and dangerous. Quick and sure. Armed and dangerous. Pick them off. Take aim. The serpent strikes. Take aim. The serpent strikes. Take aim. Shoot to kill. The serpent strikes. Quick and sure. Take aim. Smoking.
Moving like a bullet. Moving with pleasure. In my sights with pleasure. Point and shoot. In my sights. Point away with pleasure. Point and shoot. Like a bullet. Moving.
Yes, sir. Servant. Yes, my lord. Moving, master, with great haste.
On target.
Point the way with pleasure. Point the way like a bullet.
Moving, master. Of course, sir. Moving, master. With great haste. Yes, my lord. Moving, master. Yes, sir. Moving, master. Yes, my lord. Moving, master.
Point the way. On target. Smoking. Load up. On target. Armed and dangerous. On target. Quick and sure. Smoking. Quick and sure. Smoking. Load it up. Quick and sure. Load it up.
With great haste. Of course, sir.
Point the way. Moving. My sights. Point the way like a bullet.
Quick and sure.
We have no more rice.
With pleasure. Point and shoot like a bullet.
Shoot to kill. On target. Load it up. Quick and sure. Smoking. Load it up. Quick and sure.
Point and shoot with pleasure. Steady. Fire! In my sights. Point the way. My sights. With pleasure. Moving. With pleasure. Point and shoot.
Armed and dangerous.
Like a bullet. Moving.
Load it up. Armed and dangerous. On target.
Yes, my lord. Great haste. Yes, my lord.
Load it up. Quick and sure. Load it up. On target. Quick and sure. On target. Quick and sure. Load it up. Point the way. Load it up. Point the way.
Like a bullet. Point the way. Point and shoot like a bullet. With pleasure. Like a bullet.
On target. Quick and sure. Load it up. Point the way.
Of course, sir. Yes, sir. Moving, master. Serpent. Yes, my lord. Yes, sir.
Smoking. On target. Point the way.
Point and shoot. Point the way. Moving.
On target. Load it up. Quick and sure. Armed and dangerous. Quick and sure. Armed and dangerous.
Point and shoot. My sights.
Load it up. Point the way. Load it up. On target. Point the way. On target. Smoking. On target.
Moving with pleasure.
Quick and sure. Load it up. Point the way. Load it up. On target. Load it up. On target.
Taking aim. Fire!
Smoking.
Steady like a bullet. Point and shoot. Moving. Attack! Like a bullet. Moving.
Armed and dangerous. Smoking. On target. Quick and sure. On target. Load it up. Smoking. On target.
In my sights with pleasure. Like a bullet. Point the way. Moving with pleasure. Like a bullet. Moving.
Quick and sure. On target. Quick and sure. On target. Quick and sure. On target. Quick and sure. Load it up. On target. Point the way.
Like a bullet. Moving with pleasure. Point and shoot with pleasure. Moving with pleasure. Point the way.
On target.
Serpent, moving, master. Of course, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, my lord. With great haste.
Load it up. Point the way. On target. Armed and dangerous. Load it up. Point the way. On target. Smoking. Point the way. Sure. Load it up. On target. Armed and dangerous. Load it up. Quick and sure. Armed and dangerous. On target. Quick and sure. Smoking. Load it up. Quick and sure. Armed and dangerous. Smoking. In my sights. On target. Shoot to kill. In my sights. Aim for the head.
Let loose! Point and shoot with pleasure. Moving. Point and shoot. Moving with pleasure. Point and shoot. With pleasure. Moving. Point and shoot. Fire when ready. In my sights. Point and shoot. Moving. Point and shoot. Point away with pleasure. In my sights. Point and shoot with pleasure. Moving. In my sights. Point and shoot. In my sights. Point and shoot. In my sights. Moving. With pleasure. Point and shoot. Moving like a bullet. With pleasure. Point away with pleasure. In my sights. With pleasure. Moving. Point away. Moving like a bullet. Moving with pleasure. Point the way. Moving like a bullet. Moving, point the way with pleasure. In my sights. With pleasure. Point and shoot. Like a bullet. With pleasure. In my sights. Moving with pleasure. Like a bullet. Moving.
Yes, sir. Yes, my lord. Of course, sir. Serpent.
Like a bullet. Point and shoot.
Smoking. Quick and sure.
Yes, my lord. With great haste. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Yes, sir. Moving, master, with great haste. Serpent. Yes, sir. Serpent. With great haste. Of course, sir. With great haste. Of course, sir.
In my sights. Point the way. With pleasure.
Serpent.
On target. Load it up. Point the way. Armed and dangerous.